with a cane. I have chronic pain. I am an aromantic, ADD frantic, partial deaf antics. I'm just your liberal geriatric millennial gal. Hi, all my nieces and nephews and nibblings out there. I hope you're having a lovely day. It's your Auntie Elaine here to lecture you about something that is just driving me crazy. And I had to address it because I keep seeing it over and over again, and it's ridiculous. So let's talk about the former president's 3 oldest offspring. His son, Don Jr., his daughter, Ivanka, and his son, Eric. All 3 of whom were recently included in the suit that was filed against Trump and the organization that he and his family has been running for many years, and saying that he allegedly, and they were allegedly, defrauding all sorts of different types of people by giving inaccurate valuations of assets under their control. And so one of the things that I saw that just keeps like niggling at me is the way that people refer to him, the 3 of them, as children or kids. And I kind of understand it because it would be awkward to use some other term, siblings kind of works. Sons and daughter, that's obviously a bit of a mouthful. But children and kids, those words have connotations that, we just have to address here, because we're not talking about children. We are talking about a man who's like 4 or 5 years older than me, a woman who's a year older than me, and a man who's about 2 years younger than me. I am a 40-year-old woman, and here I am in all my 40-year-old glory. No makeup or accessories or anything here. I wanted to come in and deliberately show you, this is 40. I'm not a kid. You wouldn't look at me and think kid or child, because I'm not. This is what 40 looks like, I am an adult person. I have, more than 10 years work experience. I have 2 college degrees. I have, run my own household for many years, and they're no less adult than me. They are, all of them have either been married or are married, have children. We're talking about middle-aged adults here using terminology that makes them seem like they're just innocent kids. And it's not like the way that we speak about them doesn't affect the way that people talk about them. For example, Bill Barr. Bill Barr has talked about this suit and said it was overreach for going after the children, as if they were, sweet little innocent children and they shouldn't be involved in this. But they are. They're very involved in this. If you look at their profiles on Wikipedia, you can see, look at Ivanka Trump here. She immediately went from college to working for the Trump organization. Immediately. She was involved as soon as she could be. She finished school and went to work there. Contrast that with Tiffany. Tiffany Trump is still working in academia. She's never joined the organization. This is an absolute difference here, that Ivanka and Don Jr. and Eric, all 3 of them, have been involved in this organization, the Trump organization that is being sued, as soon as they could, from the time that they either finish college, or like Eric Trump, he was involved in it from the time he was in high school. The only one out of the three of them that had any sort of time in between being a child and being part of the Trump organization is Don Jr., who took a gap year. So all of them are deeply, deeply involved in this organization that's being sued. And it's not just them and their dad, it is also other people who are part of the organization and culpable for the crimes, allegedly. So we have to take the time to kind of step back and think about why it is that we buy into the narrative that they are kids. Shortly after Donald Trump was elected, there was a fervor about someone targeting his youngest son, Barron, making comments about Barron and how that should be off limits. And to me, that makes sense. He's a minor child. But the same tone is sometimes taken with his adult siblings, all of whom are, well aware of what they're doing, old enough to know better, and just the next step in a legacy of corrupt business dealings that was started by their grandfather and has rolled through to them, allegedly. So, although it may be awkward to refer to them in some other way than children when we're talking about them in relation to Donald Trump, or just having an easy catch-all way to refer to them, calling them these infantilizing names really diminishes the ability that we have as a society to hold them accountable for their actions. Treating them as if they are not full adults with full responsibility and full ability to take care of themselves is nothing short of wrong. It's just not correct. We need to find a way to move past that so that we can see them as they are. The next in line of a generational family group that has done everything it can to enrich itself at the expense of exploiting other people and exploiting taxpayers. So we have to address this. We have to see them as they are and not as children. So that's all I wanted to talk to you about today. And I know this is a little brief and off the cuff, but I just had to talk about this because it really has been just driving me nuts. So love you very much. Take care and have a great day. So this is Auntie Elaine from editing again, and I just wanted to share this with you, this article that I found while I was doing my editing, essentially decrying Tiffany Trump's existence being erased because she wasn't included in the suit, unlike her older siblings. And it's so funny to me because, like, the reason she wasn't part of the suit is because, she isn't involved in the Trump organization. So that the people who were sued were people that are involved in the Trump organization. But they don't seem to get that, I guess. And just think that just randomly sued Trump's kids just to, like, get him, I guess. I don't know. It's just so bizarre. It's just very telling to me that it shows a vast misunderstanding of the involvement of these 3 adult children in this organization. And, Don and Ivanka and Eric are being sued not because of their last name is Trump, but because they worked for a company that allegedly did crimes. So, yeah, I just wanted to add this little thing on.